Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Welcome back to my computer making strange noises. I'm your host, Quantum Tator. Quantum Tator, say hello. Let's see. Oh, I took damage. That's okay. Last time, we got some of our farm laid out. And rather snarkily, Chad was like, oh, you're going to regret that hamster set of doors that you lined yourselves up with in a squiggly line instead of just a straight line. And you're probably 1000% correct, Chad. I probably will, in fact, regret it. Let me go. What else did I do? Also, off screen, I went in and I turned on the... I'm trying to remember which mod it was exactly, but the, I want to say it was the... I believe it was the range extending mod for the ore detector, and I did some scouting. I managed to get some silicon, so if we check our inventory, which I am struggling to press all the right buttons right in this moment, but we have some silicon now. I think we're still refining. Yeah, we are still refining. So I managed to get some silicon and a ton of stone, which we could just blow through that quickly. I don't know why it's not doing stone first to begin with. Anyways, I managed to go pick up some silicon, and you can notice by our comms here, this alien rocks, these are all the ones I found. Silicon rock, silicon rock. I found a ton of nickel rocks because, you know, who doesn't need more nickel than he can count? But I did some things. So like that silicon rock that I mined was 12,000 or 12 kilometers away, and I used the bore for that. But I was able to then also correct this or get this thing built up so that the bore has enough battery. I will say, additionally to this, that the bore accident wasn't because I didn't have reverse thrusters on Clyde. That was because I'm just the best at driving, probably. Something to do with that. But what I noticed, two things. One, the range detector expansion wasn't working with the new style ore detector. So if we drive ourselves over back by the bore you can see on the front, I put on the old ore detector because it works. Now, that being said, it also stopped the spawning of any and all creatures. I didn't get attacked for a very long time. I sat around for, I mean, as you can tell, it's dark now. I sat around for a minute trying to see if it would, in fact, cause us, if it would prevent attacks from happening from spiders, and it does. I don't know why that breaks it, but it does. There is a new mod, and I don't remember the name of it, that I think I subscribed to, but I didn't add it. But it only increases the range like to a maximum of 200, I think. But it shows to work with both of the ore detectors as one bonus, and two, I don't think it impacts the things. Clyde, shout out to him. He said, "Congrats about on the or he said that he used the voxel tool. I wanted to know if that was cheating for when you blow through a thing. I don't think it's cheating. It's up to your own rules, man. Whatever makes the game fun for you. Like unless you're just super intentionally, what are you pointed at? That was weird, right? It's like when your cat stares into the darkness for some reason. Same exact thing. Anyways, so yeah, I don't think it's cheating if you blow through the voxel hole and you fix it with voxel hands. If you want the aesthetic to look the way you want it to look, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, let's see, what else we got? I need to put signal things on this at some point. But to Chad's point, actually what I need to do, well, anyways, what I need to do is go take a nap. But Clyde definitely said, congrats on a thing that's more stable in turns. So yes, thank you. I also, what else did I do? If we come over to the thing, so I got us some silicon, and I don't think I laid out any more blocks. Maybe I did. I don't really recall. Man, my searchlight is spazzing out. Need to calm it down. Come in here. The other thing that I did, which might be readily apparent, if we look down through there, that right there is a self-maintenance block. So I dug down, I dug this thing out, and I put a maintenance block on this thing. And then I added a button right here that turns it on. So when we need to build or repair anything connected to the grid, I can turn that bad boy on, and we're good to go. Let's go ahead and catch some shut-eye. Oh, spiders are back to respawning. That's good to know. And Bob is here to pick up the meat. Thank you, Bob. Rover Bob. You're always a saint. What else did I do? Oh, yep, there's this guy. Did you get it? He did. Thanks, Bob. Are you gonna grind that body down too? That'd be really great if you disposed of the corpses. So the other thing, yeah, I put on the SO maintenance block. What else did Clyde say? He said something else I wanted to mention. Oh, talking about drilling straight holes with ships by having gyro override on. I've not tried that. I don't think that was it's really been an issue. Clyde or Chad mentioned that the worst part about the cab cockpit's the hardest to get into when you're at a disadvantaged height, like being on the ground, um, and all that stuff. You're not wrong. And then he made fun of me for turning cruise control on feature as far as turning off reverse thrust and then immediately crashing the bore. I would say that's the bore's fault, honestly. Um, it probably needs a redesign. Honestly, with this ice lake, I should make a, what do you call it? I should make a, hydrogen one. What else? What else? What else? Clyde said he's having fun. He uses Detector Plus, so I might check that mod out too. And then something about that the boar and animals and stuff are working just fine with the Detector Plus, so maybe that's the one I need to use. Talked about the cab cockpit thing from Chad. What else? Oh, he was the one telling me that this tunnel is going to be something I regret, and I regret to inform you, you're probably correct. Let me grab some stuff out of this guy. I need some blocks. Let's go with one. That's good enough. That's good enough for now. Let's go over here. So he's saying that unless I enclose this tunnel, it's going to impact the whole entire thing. But basically, I should do multiple doors in a straight line. And I was saying in my note to hit that, I was like, well, it feels like there isn't an easy way to do that. But I might be incorrect in that. Like if I put a block, maybe it is possible. Maybe it is possible to potentially do the door thing down here. So we're going to get that set up. And then let's see, John, he said that, I'm going to pause real quick. John sent me some screenshots of his bird of prey. Look at this thing. I don't know if you can see it. You can't, of course. Why would you be able to see this? Let's see if I can make it see it. It doesn't look like it's going to let me. Well, it's real cool looking. I really like it, actually. Um, Bird of Prey, it looks great from the perspective. I like the bridge. I like that some of it's actually usable windows and then you just blacked out the rest. I think that looks cool. Oh man, do the arms fold down? That's freaking cool. Are they on hinges? Oh, subgridding. That looks cool. That looks cool. What else did you get? Oh, and then the tracks mod. Yeah, I need to. Wow, those landing gear. Dang. Sean Bray's got some. He's doing some work over here. And then the tracks. The tracks mod is cool. I've never used it. I do like the way it makes things look. I wish that it added some effective grip, is what I wish. But it does look pretty good. I appreciate it. What else? What else did you say? Oh, give me a hard time. It said I crashed the broke. He means bore. So I appreciate that. Um, I am gonna pipe up the entire platform. I have some ideas about how I'm gonna do that. Um, so yeah, I think what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna try to muscle this. We have silicon, so that's not an issue for over there for building stuff. And we're just gonna lay some stuff out in time-lapse fashion. That is my plan. Um, I'm super happy that the circular doors. Clyde also said that if you've ever tried to like doors like this, when you have them any direction other than the orientation they're supposed to be, they're virtually impossible to walk through. Yeah, I have heard that. Getting a phone call. Thanks for that. I'm gonna mute that stupid thing. I have seen that and it is hugely frustrating. I think we're gonna have to do some work though to get this the way I want it to be. And that is just what I think is gonna have to be. I don't know why this is not the color it's supposed to be, but oh yeah, let's go ahead and get this. I'm gonna start laying some stuff out and get some things changed, and then we'll see where we go from there. Oh, good. I love the sound of bugs. Woohoo! Dang, okay. Came out of nowhere. There's a little bit of an alarm bell, you might say. Excuse me, sir. You have compromised my ability to think straight. The good news is I'm unable to place armor blocks because why? Oh, because there's a corpse in the way. How kind of the corpse to be in my way. That's really what you want in life, is to have to fight with corpses. Yeah, that's the thing that's happening. All right, so what do we got so far? We go in here per Chad's recommendation. We don't have this weird squirrel tunnel. We just go up big stairs. I'm trying to figure out what I want this to look like. I think I have an idea. Come in here, another door, up here, one more door, and then airtightness all the way. Another door. So that should sufficiently protect us from the big bad atmosphere. I say that and then, you know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, there we go. Click that. So we're gonna ultimately, I'm thinking, I believe that block will go here, and then here's how that's gonna look. And then I don't know, we'll need a I don't know, we'll have to and that will secure this, and that doesn't feel too claustrophobic. And it doesn't have to have every block. Because, yeah. And then, so what I'm thinking about doing, this is going to be a huge resource sink, but my initial thought will be maybe an entrance area here. We're going to come up here and here, and this is going to be the bottom floor, the sort of the maintenance floor of stuff. So if you would, it would be like, just an example, on top of this is going to be our first set of farm blocks. So this path here, actually, yeah. You know, maybe we won't do it this way though. Maybe we'll do so farm blocks like that, and then we'll have another set right here. I don't know where that went. Sure I do, it went right here. So we'll have 3 rows of farms, mushrooms at the back. Those guys there, we're gonna need more. We'll expand as we need more. But then what'll happen, so what I'll do is you'll come up here, and then you'll be able to walk around the entire bottom area of the farm. We're gonna need one more row. That's what I'm... Because if we look... Yeah, we're gonna need another row. But the idea would be we can walk around in sort of a maintenance type area. Would be my thought. And I'm gonna go ahead and expand back to here. We're gonna need to get the B.O.R.E over here and put it to work. But my main thought would be, okay, so then Well, let me think for a second. If we did... Okay, what if we did this? It wouldn't work for that row right there, but it would work for this row right here. Because if we have these blocks like that, then we can come over to which... I've got this one right here. We're going to need this guy. So this has none of that. So... Okay. I was mistaken about the block. I thought it had blocks on the bottom. That's the problem that I ran into just now. Oh, you know what? Let me see really quick if I've got... All right. So I had a misunderstanding of exactly how these guys work, but we're going to grab... Not a complete misunderstanding, but we're going to grab... Let's go get the boar real quick. We're going to do some boring out. So, ha. And now we understand the name. Bore and boring out. How abhorrent. Or, I don't know. Disregard. At least for the time being. Alright. Yeah, let's get back to that time lapse. Alright, it looks almost like, if you're tucked away far enough inside the voxel, it seems to reduce the storm effects just a little bit. Okay, so here's what we got. We got an air vent there. This is all being piped to these things. These pipe up. You know, the thing I didn't check, and this will be something I'd have to... We'll do that. We'll do 3. So what's going to have to happen there is we're going to have to go down a block. Okay, and that's that. So you come up here. This is the maintenance area for all this stuff. These things here. Come to this, and then the other section, we would do this one, I think. And get this. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to need to get this block out. And, yeah. Do that, and then what we'll do is we'll do this. Okay, so that block there. So you come down here, and then that block is going to be over there. So if we pop that out here, we say, okay, you're that block right there. So then that gets piping down to here, in which case we could do, this is where we would maybe do the food processor, which actually we wouldn't even need. It's because it's got a top, bottom, and back. Oh, that's actually perfect right there. So I wouldn't even need this block here. I could just do this right here, and then make sure that we have that block, and then this guy here, food processor, so we could do our stuff, and then we have like a little dining area down here. I think that's going to be, at least, okay, so that's going to be this area here. I think what we need to do now is potentially start the process of welding this crap up, which is truly going to be a giant pain in the ass. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab. Let's just grab stuff. Let's go grab parts. And the other thing we can do here, which I hadn't done yet, we can basically plop this guy on. Oh, you know what you know what we should do? Two things haven't happened yet, so let's do that. Let's give me just a second to think this through. We're gonna back this guy off. And this block here doesn't need to be right there right this second. But what I was thinking what we need to do, or what we could do, is we can absolutely put, see if it'll let me. I'm gonna put a battery there. Perfect. Battery there, battery there, battery there. It's 4 batteries on the grid, just for safety purposes of having juice. I think what we're gonna do, I was actually thinking about this the other day, or I wasn't thinking about it. I don't know what I was thinking about the other day. Nobody knows what anybody was thinking about ever. If we did, let me think for a second. Blast door, is it blast door blocks? So I was thinking about this block right here. And this defines the section with which we would be docking up. And then do this right here. And then those blocks there, this still will allow this to do what it's supposed to do, which is raise this up. And it will connect to that if we wanted it to connect to that. So that's one idea that I had. So now we can put that back down. Let's get this docked up. Here's my idea. So that nearly lined up perfectly. I love that. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff off the menu, because we don't need that sturf. Do we not have any construction components, really? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Let's get that raised up. I'll get into here real quick. Get this power juice back up. Once that says we can connect, we'll connect. What's going on here? Oh, you know what? I think I messed it up. Yep, I did mess it up. So in theory, I should be able to say, okay, base grid, cargo terminal. So first, we would do, let's hide empty here, and then let's go ahead and grab all of the stuff. That can come over here. Why is Holler Bob? That doesn't make any sense. Why is this not piped? What? Why is this? Oh, cause you're dumb. That's why. I don't think we're gonna need detector components, and I don't think we need these. I'm just saying. I don't think we need those things, so we can go ahead and hide empty here. You know what? We can go ahead and disconnect this guy. Let's go ahead and switch lock, turn that off. You go back down. I don't need you anymore. Why can't I? This thing is going to drive me insane today. Let's get this thing off the ground. Come on. Basically, for some reason, that's not connecting, and I don't know what that's about, but we'll get it figured out real quick. Those are both locked down. I need all your stuff. I don't know why you're holding it instead of another connector, but the bottom connector was merely for docking and getting hydrogen and stuff. It wasn't meant to transfer stuff, so it is not piped with a large format in mind. Which is a pain, is all that really means. And then if we... Chad's not wrong about that. There we go. Get that thing put away. So now we can do... Here. Grab that. Put that in there. So what I'm doing, basically, I'm just going to put all this... I'm going to transfer everything out of this. Kind of get my flow, my thoughts going. Put everything out of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this stuff to build a self-maintenance self-maintenance unit. And from the self-maintenance unit, I'll be able to from the self-maintenance unit, I will be able to very easily, it'll just start crafting as I bring supplies over, and it can be building stuff up while I go through the process of getting this thing filled up. So let's go ahead and get that done. I'm gonna speed through this as quick as possible, and then we'll see in a second. So here goes that. Maybe a cut, not a time lapse. That's dumb. That's dumb. That just shot that. That thanks to the. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put. So I want to do one thing since we already had this done. Ah, come on. What do I need to get that done? Used to be, have a self-maintenance unit for the foods. Get that downstairs. Do that right there. Didn't I just... Apparently not. Oh my gosh. Back and forth, back and forth. I just need to grab the stuff off of that. Now, I'm thinking as long as I put the self-maintenance unit directly connected to that thing right there, we should be able to build up this entire thing. Let's get that built right there. Beautiful. Okay. Now, fly back over here. And let's go ahead and first repair this thing. We are out of parts for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to go fly back home really quick. I should take the B.O.R.E with me, but I didn't. And we're going to, what is this? 7, 6, 8, 1. And we're going to connect this up. And then we're going to turn it on, and we're going to have it build our base. Come over here, info. We need to turn this to Tator Farms LLC. You know what? Let's go get the B.O.R.E. I don't need it right this second. We're going to get this thing plopped up, and then we got to figure out mapping out the rest of that. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. I don't know what damages every time, but I need to, I guess, get that fixed. Oh. Interesting. I didn't know that detect components were something I was going to be needing for that, so there's that. Let's go here real quick. Yeah, that's fine. 16 detect components. We're going to get that welded up. I guess I can go in and get some health back really quick. While we're here, might as well get it taken care of, right? That's the idea. I have no idea. We're going to see if we can get this maintenance up. Just kidding, we're not. We're not going to do that at all. Let me get this health back. Here we go. And we'll start building everything up. I will be right back while this occurs. And I'm probably just going to cut and I'll pick you up here in a second. Alrighty, good grief. Got some parts going. We're going to need more than that. I probably should do 2,000 of each of those blocks, or 2,000 of each of those things. The real issue is going to be trying to get it offloaded into this thing, so I'm probably going to cut away from that. I don't know. Time-lapse cut kind of things, but this, see how much progress we've made so far. It definitely started down at the bottom first. So go ahead and park it up right here. Go take a look inside and see how far we got. Looks like some of the stuff we had already had welded up on my behalf. It's gonna be ooh, very dark. It's gonna be, hopefully all this stuff up here got welded. It does not look like it. Well, maybe some of it. So yeah, we're definitely in a go pattern. Let's go ahead and see, what do we got left? Oh, we got tons of motors. So it is steel plate. It's gonna be the big things, right? It's gonna be steel plate. It's gonna be construction components, steel plate construction components, and maybe computers. Let's see. I don't know if it'll want the computers, but it'll probably will take them. Let's go ahead and stick those in there. Let's see, what does it got left? It's got tons of motors left, tons of these left, metal grids left. So it doesn't need the girders, doesn't need that stuff. So yeah, looks like construction components, steel plate, maybe those blocks there. Computers, displays. Let's give it some more of that stuff and see. Well, it's got displays, so it's definitely utilizing the steel plate. So that's honestly, we need to just primary focus steel plate and these guys. I keep doing the same dang thing where I keep putting it all back in there and then I get it out. Put it back in there, get it out, put it back in there. So now that we've seen that, let's see, how many small steel tubes? Do we have any of those left? Yeah, I got quite a bit. So it may not be small steel tubes that it needs. So we're looking at interior plate for sure, steel plate for sure, and then construction components. Seems like the most obvious pieces of stuff that it wants. The most pieces of kit, if it were, as it were. I don't know. So let's go back and set it to just make those three, because it looks like all this stuff is pretty much no longer being used. Maybe the grid, I doubt it. Let's see. We don't need displays. So it looks like these things we don't need at all. So that's going to be interesting. I knew it was going to be a steel plate thing. Honestly, if I could design this in a different way, I'd probably seal off those tunnels in a different space, but I definitely am not going to try to do that now. So let's go ahead and get the construction components, and steel plates are what we need. That's going to be the big ones. So I think while I'm doing that, I think I might do a little bit that off, a little, haha. No, thank you. I do not appreciate. Did I grab that out of there? I didn't. Of course I didn't. Why would I have? Let's go ahead and eat a bite. Get some food filling up. Oh, ho, ho. Nearly gone careening into my freaking other rover. That'd be fun. What's the worst that could happen? Let's see. Reverse this guy. Minimum distance. We're going to go down to switch lock. Turn you back off. It's going to be a lot of that. We're going to be waiting for production. So I think what we're going to do, guys, so I'm going to call it. I'm not going to record all this because that's just a ton of extra stuff to cut for no freaking reason. So I'm going to let this build up. And let me see. Maybe there's a way I could do a speed module on our assembly guy. Maybe. I don't know. I might be able to do a speed module on here, but it doesn't necessarily look like it. Yeah, because the way that's... I could do one at the top if speed modules were airtight. I'm going to guess they're not. Maybe beneath it I could probably do one. I don't know. I actually think that I put a programmable block under that one. Yeah, I did right there. So, nope. I screwed that up too. Dang, man. Dang. Oh. I guess I could delete the miniature cargo container and do one there. I don't know. All right. Yeah, let's pick it back up here in a minute and we'll see. Let's just wait for stuff to get built. That's going to be the big thing. Yeah, I'm going to get stuck right there in my little cubby that I built for myself. I'm having all sorts of fun times troubling through all this. So yeah, we'll see you in just a second. Okay. Good grief. So what we have now, we have the assembler is just producing crap as quickly as it can. I've reparked this guy here. We may need to take. We're gonna just do some hand running to this because it doesn't seem like it did not like fighting with Izzy's to get stuff out of the damn thing was not working out for me. So that's that. That is what it is. We got quite a bit. We got quite a bit. I've done a couple of trips now. From Go to Woe, running stuff over to the thing, so the sort of landing platform or the driveway is complete. It is prioritizing a bunch of weird stuff. Like it's like, yeah, what if we prioritize that? Like it just does whatever it wants to do. So while that's occurring, I figure come back over here. I think interior blocks are going to be big ones that we're going to need. Basically the three main ones that appear to make up everything are kind of what we've been looking at. We're doing pretty good iron-wise. We've got 17,000 iron left, so we're not out of iron per se, which is great. This needs to go to a different refinery. Or not the survival kit, basically. Get that processed out. There's no reason for that to be in there. And yeah, let's see what we got. We should at this point be cruising along. Let's go see. Let's dump this in there. Check one more time. Let's see, inventory, control, production. We're not making anything. We're gonna do another 2,000 of these. I feel like let's go 3,000. Just gonna make a crap load of those, and yeah, let's go back and see what's needed. I think this is gonna be not everything. It's not gonna be the last of it. I brought so far we've ran through about, I want to say it was close to, we're at about 6,000 steel plates. So yeah, it's kind of weird what it's choosing to fix and what it's not choosing to fix, but that's okay. We're not going to judge it. Won't judge a self-maintenance unit by its cover. Problem with the production facility being a survival base and not an actual production facility is I did not mean to put any production units in production. Let's go ahead and grab that. Who knows what it's doing, guys? I don't. But it's been windy this entire time. Oh, look at all this stuff up here. Yeah, okay. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's... Obviously, this isn't even remotely close to airtight, so we're not really... I think that's supposed to be... No, we're good. There's all those. Okay. And then what do we got on these things? Need interior plate. And apparently, interior plate and what? Small steel tubes. Do we not have any of those? Dang, okay. Well, we can always go into here and do some more welding. We've got that kind of welded up, the entrance there. You can see the outcropping that I did. We're getting there. We're making progress slowly but surely. The stupid thing, or not stupid, but the thing that's going to be potentially frustrating is this moving down here. We're going to probably see well, we're going to see, look at that. It's doing work. Let's check the hallway. So still pretty good. We're not fully airtight yet. Part of me was thinking, I think we've made some pretty good progress, but part of me was thinking that when we get to the, what the hell? Oh, I don't know what this thing keeps making that noise for. Why are you, stop making that sound. Are we done? Thank you. All right, so part of me was thinking, ooh, an unknown signal, we should go get that. Part of me was thinking that now that this has been kind of built up, that in order to air tighten it, that I should take it into creative and finish out the thing inside the voxel and then line it up. But I think I can make it airtight without doing that. So we're just gonna let this thing process what I have in here. It seems to be construction components and all things. So small steel tubes, steel plates once more. And so let me run back to base real quick and then we'll go get that unknown signal. But I want to make sure we got some small steel tubes being produced. So let's go into here, production, get those started. And I think we're going to call it. We made some really good progress here. You can kind of see what I'm looking for on this sort of design layout. What I want to do is there's going to be basically probably right here. I'll do some stairs up to the next tier. What do we need to lay those out? So probably interior, no, construction components. So I'll put some stairs out to do the next to get to the next tier for the walk around, and it might require 2 tiers. And so maybe we'll do it out there. Anyways, let's see. Let's get that down right there, there. Nope. Ow. Smack my face into that. And then, let's see. Let's get some construction components really quick. See if we got some, and I'll lay out kind of my vision for the future. Vision for the future. I don't know. Don't ask, guys. Probably going to need to bore out more of this so that it's not infringing on my life. Stop infringing on my life. There we go. Alright, so then my idea would be something like put this guy here. And then we've got right there. That's not gonna work. That guy. And then see if I can get this to lay out. It doesn't look like it's going to, so alright, so and I intentionally did that rail right there. So come up here, and then we'd want to do lastly, what is it right there? There we go. There we go. And then I have some other ideas about this, but I'm thinking about it now. Yeah, I've got an idea. I might have to do. Oh, wrong thing. Dang it. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean to delete that one. This one's right, but these were not right.
Energy low.
And I'll show you what I'm going to do with this in just a second. By
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
fuel critical. Alright, cool. Let's get downstairs. That pretty much sums it up. That's going to be the whole thing. We're going to have to get in here. I don't know that I'll have a hydrogen tank on this base, although I should have everything I need to refill. That makes logically it would make some sense, but I don't think I'm going to do it. That's just me. That's just me. So I think we've done some good, guys. I'm going to jump over that. That's good. Perfect. That's what I meant to do. So the next bit of this, what's going to be happening is that's going to be getting welded out by our self-maintenance unit over here to our right. And I'm going to be ferrying resources over. I'm probably going to let it build up a stockpile. And then I'll do... Not really sure. You guys let me know down below. That's what's going to happen. You guys let me know down below. Should I go ahead and stockpile and then come back so that we can drop all that stuff off and we can see how it ends up? Or, I don't know. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see me do next with it? Because that's kind of the... It's kind of the rub, right? If I want to... Yeah. Okay, we're going to grab some steel plates, if I have any. I don't have any. Oh, I've got some. Okay, so we want to do... I want this color right here. I want to finish this out. at least to there. And then probably just to there, so that it feels purposeful. If I'm looking at the rest of my design over here, the design part, what I want to do, we got 1, 2, 3, we've got 4, so this is going to be the middle block. So what I was thinking, dang it. Yeah, okay. How's that going to work? Okay, we'll do that right there. And then you guys are going to think I'm crazy. But temporarily, I'm going to have to do that. And then I'm going to get attacked by bugs. I'm going to come out here so my turret can shoot the bug. Come on. Look at him way up there. Look at that guy. What an asshole. Huh. Aha! Victory! Ugh! Wow. Incredibly sticky for a thing that is rolling down the mountain. What was I doing? I totally lost my train of thought because of that guy. Yeah, let me grab the parts. I want to show you what I'm gonna do. I think this is what I'm gonna do. So let me go grab this. Bear with me for a second, because this is gonna be a weird one. And we're gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna show you my idea. No, I'm not talking really. So what I want to do is I want to set up some automatic, automatic harvesting system. I want to set that up, but I want to do it on a small grid. Just it's gonna be weird and probably won't work the way I want it to, but I have an idea for it. So I thought like, oh, this would be fun to try. So why not do it here in the land of trying stuff? Go get this part and I'll show you what I'm doing. You're gonna be like, this is dumb, but I like it. Or you're gonna be like, this is dumb, and it's just dumb. But either way, things are gonna be some kind of way. Alright. So first, harvest connector. We're gonna not use for park. Nope. And they're going to switch lock. Ah! Six. Okay, that's gonna be it. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna branch out up above all of these things using small connectors. Or using effectively tubes, and we're going to branch out this way, and then they're going to each be connected to some different things, and I think it's going to be freaking cool. I think. Or it's going to be dumb. Either way, I'm going to enjoy making it. We don't have any... Did I put all this stuff on here? I did. I emptied this guy out. So, that's what we're going to do. So that is my idea, and I might get it laid out and not weld it up next time. Obviously, I'm having to go through and get a lot of stuff welded up, and that is taking its sweet time because I did not plan ahead of time, and I don't have a large container over there collecting everything. So as we work through this, you guys will come along with me. Leave a comment if you want to see this finished out in an episode, or if you don't mind. No, ah, God, shoot it, turret. What are you doing? Oh, ha! Oh, Christ. Ah! Oh, did the turret... Oh, that son of a biscuit. I know exactly what happened. It's not that the turret shot my truck. It's that the damn thing. No, you're still working. Are you just dumb? Probably just dumb. Cool. I love that for me. You know what? You can have this. You can have all the stuff in my inventory. That's what I give you the gift of crapping from my inventory. Anyways, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, if you guys enjoyed this, you know what to do. I appreciate your comments, and I can't wait to see you next time. We are going to try to get this thing finished out, or at least have all the parts made for it, so the self-maintenance thing can be welding it while we're goofing around. I just heard thunder and lightning, so let's go ahead and let's walk this way. Nope. Come on, you can do it. It's hard to do. Let's get that screenshot before a storm rolls in. Oop, wrong button. Anyways, I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you later, taters, and as always, be kind, and stay ornery. Bye.